What's up? Welcome.
Yo, this is Rylan.
I'm curious. New location. Same by. Brandon, our Lord and Savior, the OG of this podcast.
What
Yes.
inspired us?
Alloy of Law.
What brought Dylan to the podcast?
It's true.
Almost left after. Almost left when we were going away from Brando. Almost left.
We're back. Yeah, he was never gonna leave. Knew Brandon was coming back.
That was a good play. That was a good threat.
Thought, especially considering what we just read, it was like such a fun, easy read, and it was so nice and fast, and nothing crazy going on, nothing groundbreaking or like too mind melding or anything, but some cool ideas, some likable characters, and cool, as always, a very cool magic system. I enjoyed it quite a bit.
Yeah, I was very tempted to put in the chat multiple times that I was really liking it, but I wanted to not influence anyone. I wouldn't say it was incredible, but it was great. It was amazing. I loved it. Like it was so much fun. It was a great. It wasn't like Stormlight Archive. Like this book's like top of all time. Like because I just think it's a first book of the series, and like it's not trying to be groundbreaking, which I appreciate. It's just like a nice slow introduction gets us back into it. Very likable characters, very good dialogue. Just there's high quality writing. Brandon Sanderson. I just was so excited when I got back into it. Like after chapter 5, I was like, "Oh man, like this is just so nice to be back." And this is the reason why he's so great. I love him, and yeah, I think it was a really well done book. I'm stoked for the next one. Very easy read, nice and simple first book, which is what I like. Yeah, I don't know. I like the magic system because we know about it, and it was nice. I thought there was just a perfect amount of like I thought it was gonna be completely new. I obviously should have known different, but like there was a lot of things I was like, oh, aha, like I can see the first series, fragments of it, which was really nice to make those connections and get back that familiarity. And like it's a new world, but like you still kind of know what's going on. Really nice. Awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, right at the end. Yeah, yeah. I think the Mistborn references were like tastefully done
Mm.
overall. It wasn't too over. It wasn't like Solo, a Star Wars story, where it's like, hey, remember this guy? Remember that guy? Yeah, you remember that guy, right? It was like, okay, like, yeah, it's in the same universe, but it's not like shoved in your face the whole time. That was nice. I love these books. They're good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Logan. Oh no! Don't do them like that, bro. Yeah.
Yeah, and you get a sense that he's like a legit trying to do the right thing, and he has other motivations, where his brother Longfoot's just like actually memeing, and everyone else is trying to be really serious. There,
Yeah, I get the sense that Wayne's like trying to come off one dimensional, but he's actually like multiple dimensions.
yeah, and also the whole vibe is so much more lighthearted that he just fits better.
Yeah.
If you put Wayne in the group going to get the seed in the second book of the first law, like that would just everyone would hate him so much. But
I think I had low expectations going in, even though I was excited because it's Brandon Sanderson. But I was like, I just heard the series wasn't as good as Mistborn, the first part. So I think I was just stoked from the beginning that I was like, it was better than I thought.
yeah, it's definitely less ambitious. It feels, but it also keeps it very grounded. Like I think Mistborn was so much more prone to ups and downs for me because of that. It's just like trying to do this epic fantasy tale quickly, in much shorter time scale than Stormlight. Whereas this is like a true like pulp novel. It's just like quick.
Yeah, not too complicated plot.
Pretty standard characters. You know what's gonna happen. You know they're gonna win. Yeah, yeah. It's like you know what's cool? Guns and Western shit, like the 1900s, early 1900s. Yeah. He even says that at the start. I don't know if your version had it, but it's like the 10-year anniversary version that I have. Talking about he's reflecting on why he wrote this book, and he's talking about how he just finds the early 1900s fascinating, the, the first days of electricity, and just that whole like the progress, the rapid progress that was happening around that time. So he wanted to make a book about it. That was outside of the second era trilogy. It's a pre sequel. That's what this book is. Or the next era.
Wait, so this is
Actual second trilogy. Yeah, but it's the
this
same.
book?
Yeah,
Oh, so the next book's part of the trilogy.
yeah. I think that's what he was saying.
Oh, so Lost Metal is the final part of the trilogy.
Yes,
So is there supposed to be anything after that?
that's the end of era two.
Okay, so oh dang. And I guess they're probably eras too. They're not like it's probably gonna be like in the future again. So the next one's probably yeah. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, that's what he was talking about in the like preface to the book.
Yeah.
So, it's yeah. Another weird thing about this book, I don't think we're going to touch on it in the chapter summaries, is just like the world's 300 years old in this story. but they're already in the 1900s, and it's just part of the origin story. It's really odd. It's like it's
Is
kind
it
of blown
just-
over.
is
Like
it-
you don't think about it too much because
Is it just
if you
300
think about it
years?
too much, you're like it's a little jank. But
Is
yeah,
How do we know it's just 300?
the events of Mistobrn.
Say that?
Yeah, they say that in the book.
Oh,
It's really
oh my bad.
yeah, that's true. It's true. Zed's God now, so he's harmony. You hear him talking in the mine of wax. You mean? Yeah. He has the same. He has his Zed's earring. It's like Vin's earring to ruin, but it's actually his connection with Zed. He ran out all night. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I know I made that connection too. Like, of course, the freaking earring again. And he like puts it in to talk to Harmony. Like, he literally knows that helps connect. I think he mentions at one point. I got my earring in. I don't know if he only has it in when he talks to Harmony, but
Yeah, the praying part is a little odd too. Man.
he's
he's like, I'm just talking to myself after all. I'm like, oh yeah, that's what praying is basically. And he's like, that's legit. He's like having a legit conversation. I'm like,
well, the other times the conversations were pretty jank, but that last one was like very like, bro, help me out. No. Oh, please? Okay, fine.
Trellism definitely is one of them. Yeah, it was nice. I appreciated that. It was explained a little bit as well. Again, came up.
Which was nice because it's been a while.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, I agree. I think so for sure.
I feel like this is way more detailed than I was expecting. Pretty cool. Yeah, it's not. It's not. It's kind of nice not having a Mistborn in the combat scenes.
Yeah.
And to like spend every half the words in a paragraph saying Vin burned this metal and then burned this metal and then burned this metal. No wasn't that bad,
It's
but
just way less complicated.
Way-
Like, you always understand what's going on in the fight scene a lot more. There's already crazy fight scenes, like what Wax can do. One freaking metal. 2 metals. Yeah, the fact that Wayne's been shot like a bajillion times for some reason and Wax has never died, it's like, what? I guess he has his bullets deflecting thing, but he's like, it doesn't work that well.
he's been shot 8 times. Why did he understand what's going on with that? But
You get to that.
We'll
Chapter
get to that
1.
later. Let's get into this. Let's get into these summaries, guys. Let's do it. Actually, it's the prologue. Are you even a fan of the book?
Are you even a fan of the book, bro? No.
Prologue. Bad. That's basically it. That's basically what happens. A good opening, like for a book of this length. It's perfect for getting for getting the reader on the protagonist's side, and also giving like an intense backstory. That was good.
Yeah, the relationship was really fun.
Yeah.
It was so odd at like chapter like 15. They're like, "Oh, there's gonna be another heist tonight," and I'm like, "That's gonna be the end of the book. That's gonna be the last." I'm like, "Oh my gosh, it's only 300 pages." Yeah, it just felt like it was gonna be like another like
It's like a 30% away book.
yeah, like it's like, oh, it's gonna have to be the end. This is gonna be the most epic battle.
Definitely, yeah. You said it felt like a screenplay, and it definitely does in terms of like we have our first fight scene or the initial encounter. Okay, then we have the villain's perspective for one chapter. Okay, now we're at the big heist, and then we have the big battle. Okay, we're done. It's like get all the prerequisites over with. Okay, I guess we'll move on to chapter 1. Yeah, this is a bit. I was like, I didn't know what to think of this book at this point.
Well, they needed. He needed to have an example like what he was doing to make himself like stand out in society. You know, like because then it was all after that he's like, oh, I gotta smarten up now. I got called out hard for that. But yeah, it was a bit long, and I think they're trying to show off his powers and get a bit of the sense of the city, what's going on. Like I think they talk about electricity here and like a bit about the layout of the city.
Yeah, and how every octant and every month is named after like a character from Mistobrn, which I thought was a bit on the nose, but fair enough. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, the parkour probably lasted like 30% longer than it needed to be.
Yeah, it was a bit slow, and then he did freeze, like he wasn't able to shoot the person. He hurt the woman, which is also a big moment.
was good. Yeah, it was good. All right, chapter 2.
I like the butler.
I know that was okay. We'll get to that for a minute.
But like the butler in this chapter at the end. Yeah.
6 months later, we're with Lord Waxilium Ladrian in his mansion, chilling.
He's smarting up.
And he's about to meet the daughter of Lord Harms, Steris, because they're having an arranged marriage because it suits both of their needs at the time.
Both desperate.
Monetarily. And also the Lady Marassi, which claims to be Steris' cousin, comes along for the negotiations. And Steris gives Wax a 20-page contract detailing
the first Wayne.
Oh, Wayne shows up. First Wayne shows up, yeah. Man pops in. Basically roasts Wax for being a rich person. And then Steris, Lord Harms, and Marassi come in. And anything else in this chapter?
Yes, the contract was insanely detailed.
The contract.
Really
That was
like
so
that,
funny.
yeah.
That was so good. Yeah, but I love her language too. How she says it. She's like, I would be allowed my own dalliances.
Yeah.
It's like she talks like this.
Yeah, I liked her. I don't know, like she was like, this is a business arrangement, so let's just be business like it's just be legitimate about it. I don't know. I just thought it was like I kind of thought it was really odd, but it was funny and it was
I liked her. I liked her.
Yeah,
I liked her too.
I thought she was a good kid. Like, let's just be honest about how this is gonna go.
Yeah, I was sad that she wasn't in the book that much, to be honest.
Yeah. Yeah. Upon upon marriage, there should be no more than 3
conjugal visits a week,
encounters per week, and no fewer than 1 until a suitable heir is provided. After that, the same numbers apply to a 2-week span. I was like, damn. If that doesn't address your needs, then the next page details proper mistress protocols.
So funny. That was really good.
Good.
Yeah, that was really cool.
Yeah. There's just one time when I thought it was like, I think the explosion part, or it was just a bit ridiculous how chill they were in the bubble. But like, you also got to think that they've done this like hundreds of times, so they actually are chilling in most crazy situations, probably. But like, there's like shooting the shit in the bubble, like the explosions going off. Like, yeah. I was like, oh, my, come on, guys.
Oh, that whole part was just, we'll get to that. We'll get to that.
Yeah.
We'll get to that part.
We're talking about the time bubble. Yeah. I like the time bubbles. I just thought they were the most ridiculous parts of the whole book for sure. Like, what?
Yeah, but I think it's just because Wayne's ridiculous as a character. So
Wax like play with it too. They're just like be ridiculous together. Yeah. I liked it most of the time. I'd say overall they were positive for sure, but it's just kind of just.
Yeah, I think it like I had a cool visual in the fight scenes with the time bubble, like of just him like jumping around, blurring around people, and fighting them in individual battles.
Yeah. Yeah, I liked his power. That was cool.
Yeah, he's hand-to-hand combat every time. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're still blind. Still moving. Yeah.
Mm.
He's ready. He's ready for the Comic-Con questions. Or like,
Yeah.
yeah. He's ready. He has it figured out.
Yeah, at this point, you've been to enough Comic Cons to know you can't mess around. So.
He has to think. He has to think ahead. All right. Chapter. Wax is investigating the Vanishers. Tiom makes a really dank tea. He the dankest tea of all time. Wax wants to get involved, but Tiom is like, nah, don't do it. And
Yeah, the tea, that was inspired me, man. I'm like, I want to make tea like that.
you know what I thought when I read that? I'm like, you know, Round's gonna fucking want to make teas when he reads this.
I'm gonna be getting all the dried ingredients, bro. I'm gonna have a tea set up. You guys come to my house, man. That's sick, bro. That's inspired me.
That was cool. I was almost inspired to make tea in that moment.
Underrated.
Anything else happened in this chapter? Not really. He decides that he's gonna be a good for now. Yeah. Chapter 4. Go.
I love their banter when they're going into the wedding and like talking. Steris and Wax, and like they have all the proper like techniques of how they're gonna hold hands and like forget the exact what they were talking about, but they're just like how she looks at society and like how things need to be framed and like why people do what they do, and overanalyzes everything to like the most ridiculous degree, like with her contract and stuff. I thought it was a interesting character.
Wax is surprised at everything she tells him, and then she's trying to say, "Oh, this act of you being from the rough is getting kind of old." It's like, "Oh, it's not an act." I'm actually surprised by how weird society is here, and like the banter back and forth from that.
Yeah, and they talk about like it's more about who wasn't invited to the wedding than who was.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that was good.
Literally every person in this whole city has been invited, except for 2 people. Those it's like, you know how advanced this insult is?
Yeah.
Even that guy's invited.
Yeah.
Everybody hates that guy.
Yeah. Mm.
Yeah. Him playing the waiter.
Yeah, I love it. I love that part about him. Like that makes him so much more interesting. That he can change, personas so quickly.
Oh yeah, so like huge Breeze vibes, like the psychology of people.
Yeah, and his outlook on things and like his personalities, like that makes it, like so cool, man. Makes him so much more like dynamic and interesting, and like he comes off kind of simple, but like that's like really proves that he's not as simple as he comes off. Like that's one example. Yeah.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I agree. But,
Yeah. So Wayne must have known, I guess. We're like, what's we just did everything we possibly could to get Wax involved and to get with that girl.
Yeah,
That was good one,
Yeah,
actually.
he's like the entire reason he's here. is for this one girl.
Yeah.
5. The Vanishers show up. Continuation of the last chapter. Oh yeah, Marassi. I forgot to talk about Marassi. Introduction. She is really into criminals and crime and law.
So smart.
Yeah.
I'm in university. We have to know a lot of different things. Like,
Yeah.
we have a knowledge on
General education.
a very general education. I'm like, oh, okay, that just gonna give you out to be like a genius in every regard. It's like, oh, I can stitch up your arm. Oh, I can shoot well. I liked her a lot.
Yeah. Biggest hack for Brando.
I've been to university.
Yeah.
Like says it like
Wax
the biggest
like,
flex.
of course.
Yeah.
Everyone from university. Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah. Really liked every time she was in the book.
Yeah, her and Stairs' interactions would have been interesting. There wasn't like any.
See, book 2.
I like this chapter. I definitely felt the tension in the air. It was good. I felt like he did a really good job of capturing that. What it would be like to be at a wedding party. A massive amount of robbers come in, and then like there's always the one guy sticks up to the robbers, and it's just like it just raises the tension so much more.
Yeah, there's so many like like you would know what's gonna happen in this entire book, but I'm still along for the ride. How dare you!
Yeah, I think after this chapter, I got started getting really excited. Damn. Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah. Just annihilate them.
Yep. We have Wayne's powers of running around in hand-to-hand combat in the speed bubble. A lot of flying around the ballroom for Wax. Annihilating them. Some like the aluminum guns are introduced, the aluminum bullets, which is cool. Yeah, just a lot of good old Mistobrn stuff. Good solid magic system.
Yeah, and you felt the struggle of Wax to like step in versus not step in. Like he held off as long as was appropriate. Took him a long time. Yeah, that was really. Yeah. That was a big decision for him. He'd been spending the last 6 months trying to go out proper, and he just exposed himself to all of society.
Yeah.
And really changed
in the most bombastic way possible.
Sorry?
In the craziest way possible. It was cool though when they go in the time bubble. He's like, "All right, 36 men around us. Here we go." And then he comes out of the time bubble. He's like, he shoots 6 people instantly.
Yeah,
it's like okay, this is cool. Like, he's crazy. He's insane.
Yeah,
yeah.
So talented. Best shot. Yeah. So talented.
Yep.
Yeah.
They pulled him to the side. He's like,
That was good. That was a good scene. That felt like very much movie scene.
This whole, yeah, everything about this. Okay, chapter 6. Moving on. Oh wait, that was chapter 6 we just talked about. Morassi stops in to Ladrian Mansion.
Yeah, that was a very good example of like this book's short. Like the next chapter, Marassi's coming up to whack. Yeah, you know. Felt like the morning after the assault, she comes right away. Like I was a bit surprised, but like now looking back at how short the book was, it makes sense that they went straight to like.
Yeah, you need to have like a character building event, an investigation, and a betrayal in the same chapter in this book.
Right.
Establish Marassi's interests in crime and also her obsession with Wax as like a mythical figure from all her stories. And is this part where Tiom blows up, or is that the next part?
Next.
Okay.
The next part, yeah. And I like the social like expectations in the city versus out in the roughs. She's all like awkward about being in the same room alone together. And,
yeah, very very flustered all the time.
That was like not too much, but kind of funny.
All right, moving along. Oh yeah, that was really. Yeah, no. When he's talking about, he knocks on the door. He's like, the way he thinks about everything in this chapter is just so great. Like, okay, I have to pretend that I'm going to burst in, but then I'm going to control myself, and then I'm going to knock very aggressively, and I'm going to go in, and then I'm going to pretend to be embarrassed because I did get the missive from him, but I missed it, and then I'm going to embarrass him by making him miss my missive. And it's like, oh, that Wayne is just thinking on a different level here.
Yeah.
So good. So good. Continue. Right? Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
Good use of time.
Yeah, I think that there was a lot of good use of time in this book.
Yeah.
Like at most.
Yeah, I mean, even thinking ahead, like to when Wayne reveals that about himself, his backstory to Morassi. It's like that's basically it. All we get about his past, this entire book. So you have to. you have to be efficient in the book this long.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Okay. Um, yeah, so another like the ballroom doors open moment, an action movie moment. Totally expect is gonna happen.
You thought the butler was gonna come kill him?
No, I just knew that there was gonna be some sort of explosion at that point. Yeah, but I did not expect Tio. Like that was the most unexpected thing ever of all time. I was like, no, like okay, everything about this book is like the most classic movie trope ever. So of course he has like Alfred the butler working for him, who's like the disapproving but helpful guy. This whole series, all right, Tio's gonna be our dude for the rest of the series, making tea, and it's just like commits suicide and blows up the house. Like,
Yeah. Yeah. I love that. Yeah, it was so unexpected. I love that character though. Like their conversations were really good, and I just thought it was like a very good grounding character.
yeah,
That is no one.
I hope to the Lord that his uncle becomes like an actual crazy it makes sense. What's happening with his uncle right now? Because nothing makes sense. Mr. Suit. What a name. Yeah, Bond villain level. For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, the physics, crazy physics stuff. Yeah, yeah. I want to play with that. I want to play around with this.
Did you guys think? I just was looking at my highlights. Do you know Tikio? House Tikio? They had like the very fine security measures. Did you guys? I thought at the beginning that they would be potentially the villain, and that they were like pulling all these schemes off to try to promote their like high security cars. I thought that would be pretty simplistic, but like it's just they put a lot of emphasis on that early on. Those are so good.
Oh yeah, that was so good.
I really like them, man. Those are awesome. Tabloid. Right.
Oh wait, is the newspaper a full page in your book? Yeah. And are you able to read it off the newspaper in your version, or is it like? Okay. Oh, cool. Yeah, I have the photo of the newspaper, but it's too hard to read, so they have to type it out after.
Yeah, it was tough because I was listening to audiobook for part of it, and that didn't have. And I was like, oh damn, I totally forgot that they don't have those little excerpts. Yeah.
The cars versus the characters.
Yeah.
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 The bizarre reflecting.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I wonder if he went back to the news back in those days to like find some of that like that banter, because that's definitely what it must have been like, similar to that.
Yeah, ads are definitely. So. Even I enjoyed, basically everything about the newspaper was enjoyable.
Yeah. Very high quality content newspaper. I'd be reading that newspaper all the time.
Had to get his back ripped off.
That was nasty, bro. I did not need to hear that.
That was a good reaction from Rassi though. Just like,
Yeah.
I can take it.
Yeah.
He rips his back off. She's like, oh, that's
Yeah.
not what I thought you were gonna do.
Yeah, that was good. Yeah. Guess we're on chapter 10.
Yeah. Some investigation of how they're doing the vanishing robberies, but
Yeah, I think it's a cigar case with the numbers too. They find that.
oh yeah. So what was Miles intending for them to find that cigar case the whole time? What was going on
I
there?
don't think so. I don't understand. I still don't understand that, really.
Yeah, but come on, Miles's favorite cigars with the codes, with the timestamps of Mr. Suits traveling, like
That's the thing, is what is that code that it's that numbers? How does he decipher that from like places? Like I think it was the cart number.
That's what he said. That's what he said. He did. He figured it out from that.
From the numbers.
From those numbers.
I know. But I was like,
that's some like video game level shit right there.
Yeah.
Like,
I think it was the cart.
This is Miles' favorite cigar brand.
Yeah.
And there's a code within on the inside.
Must be tracking down. Yeah, and it was crazy that they both knew that like each other would figure it out, even though like it was pretty complicated. Like it wasn't. I guess it wasn't that complicated, but like oh, I know he's gonna know, but I know he's gonna know that I'm gonna know, but I'm gonna know better.
But you have to suspend your belief a little bit at certain points in this book.
Yeah,
so that's just kind of vibe it's given off. But yeah, I really didn't not care about the investigation that much, like how they were doing the vanishing. I just wasn't interested.
I liked it just because Miles like twice pointed out he's like, no, it needs to be like a crazy like mystical thing, bro, to like phase out the constables so they don't even try to find us. I was like, what? I'm like, he's like, no. I like that. I was like, why does it have to be like so crazy? Like, why you calling it? Like, why you make it so dramatic? Like a book, like we're called The Vanishers, and you're making it so like so hyped up and like so much drama around this. It's like the tension, man. I like that part.
Oh my god,
Oh.
bro! I think I would have stopped reading at that point. Played, just meditated for 20 minutes, and come back.
Book 5.
Okay, moving on to a chapter. Not too much going on with Miles' POVs in general, except for the last one. It's pretty good. So, pretty basic villain motivation, but criminals are at the top.
Yeah.
No,
I think his motives weren't too crazy, and I like the part with the gold. He like sees himself, and he's trying to learn from that. It's like,
yeah, it was
I
good.
think-
That was really good.
Yeah, I think he's like a pretty. I don't know. I thought he was pretty interesting, but I think he was just as interesting as he could be with how little time he had
Yeah, for sure.
to develop.
I did like the part. I did like the part where he's like explaining his philosophy to Wax at the end, and Wax is like, okay, I can try to do better. I'll help them. And he's like, well, I'm gonna kill you right now, so you won't be able to do that. I'm glad you agree with me. Yeah.
And I liked how Miles was like knew what he's doing is wrong at the same time as he's doing it, and he's like, Mr. Suits or someone was like, or maybe it's the person below him was just like, they think you're gonna turn, and then he's like, I don't know if he says it out loud. I think he just says it to himself. He's like, yeah, actually, he might turn. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't really care like about you guys. Like, I don't know where I'm at. Like, he's so messed up in the head and like so torn of what he's doing that he doesn't even know like if he's completely devoted to the cause. So I thought that was interesting. Or made it more interesting.
He's very conflicted.
Yeah.
Dude, it's like, you failed me for the last time, Miles. Give me one more chance. That's what happens in the chapter. Cool. Double gold is his power.
Yeah.
Very cool. I still don't understand really the explanation that was provided about how that works, but yeah, it's like, so he stores it in he stores his metal mines, stores his health in the metal mines, but then burns the gold that has the stored health. But how does that let him infinitely get health? But he still have to store it and then burn it.
Um,
Seemed like he was like for 20 years. He's just been constantly burning gold at all times.
Yeah, but by burning, I think he can burn gold, which allows it to be in his body, and then through that he can store it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Burning, then storing, and burning that again.
Yeah.
Just keeps recycling it.
Yeah.
Through the system. Almancy fruit me.
I don't think it's recycling. Because he needs a lot of gold, like Wax called him out on that. He needs a lot of money to be able to keep keep burning, refilling his metal mines. He has like 24 of them. It's just like maxed out at all times.
Blinged out.
And just one of them's enough for.
They're all stabbing his skin too.
Yeah, and like he had one hidden so well that no one could find it at the end, and he got shot like 10 times and didn't die. So just one was enough for him to get shot 10 times, and he had 24. So like, I'm just assuming it was one. Yeah. Like I don't know where you hit it, but
you know where he hit it. you know. Oh yeah, Wayne's trading too. Little fun little thing on the side.
Mm-hmm.
Traded a sweet drawing for that. I traded my hat for this.
Sometimes the trades are like so freaking awful for the person getting like for Wayne, and sometimes they're awful for the other person, which is nice. Kind of balances out.
It feels random.
In the long, yeah, it is random. Like the aluminum bullet one. Then he's like,
I'll probably throw it out.
Yeah.
Right. No. You get the sense that Miles just isn't the greatest fighter in general, but he's just invincible.
Yeah.
So, although Wax did say he was a good knife fighter, so
because he doesn't. But he said partly it's just because he doesn't feel pain.
Yeah, he just has no fear. He just goes in
Yeah.
to kill. So why did he stab himself in the forearm? Was that just like flexing?
Because then it held there, and so then his hands and then have that quickly accessible.
Oh, I see.
I also thought it'd be like really OP if he just like had like blades like all of his arms, like both of his arms, and, like yeah, yeah,
Start spinning.
yeah, or like you know what I mean? I feel like he could do some. You think they push out or heal it around it? I thought they'd heal it around it. Oh, it does? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So healthy.
Yeah. I don't know. It would make more sense to me if the bullet they just had to like surgically remove it, but then like he immediately killed from surgery, you know.
I don't know. All I know is they have a fight on a train. Yeah, what true thing. Yeah.
Which is the first figure. Hmm. I thought trapping him was a smart idea. They should have had multiple nets though. Yeah.
Blows himself up. You'd think that would be his main technique, just to run at you with explosives.
Yeah.
Yeah, or for his technique would be to run at other people with explosives.
Yeah. That would be ridiculous.
Yeah. Okay. This is still the battle. Still train battle. Yep. Another classic. Visit the old friend, and the old friend is like a paranoid person with traps and a gun.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
It's like it's an ancient term for a non-almancer. Oh my god, the freaking spook language part is like, oh, this is the ancient tongue used in formal ceremony.
Oh, was it spook?
Well, remember the Wazing Ware of Was
Yeah.
or whatever. But I don't know if it was actually spook. But yeah, yeah, he was excited. Yeah,
That's so good. I think it was on audiobooks. I didn't catch it.
that was pretty cheeky from Brandon. I feel like he knew that people were really hated spook in book 1. It's like make spook a decent character in book 3, and then as the final blow, make it the ancient language book 4.
I really liked her, all of her weapons, and yeah, how they kill all the different alamancers.
Yeah, the gun was really cool.
Yeah, and I liked her walking around using her lurching abilities, like
To lock the doors,
Yeah.
pull things around.
that's what I would do. I would deck up everything to be like her abilities.
Custom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Vindicator pistol, named after the ancient warrior, the ascendant warrior. So the Lord Mistborn is Elend. The ascendant warrior is Vin. Iron Eyes is Marsh. Um, yeah. Plan.
None of them were the main villain. His name?
Ruin.
Oh, sorry, not Ruin, but the Emperor, Lord Ruler. None of them are Lord Ruler.
He was around for a long time.
Yeah, but they wouldn't have given him any cred in the new society. No.
They must.
Yeah.
Ice.
Oh my god, that was crazy.
Mm.
Damn. We thought it. We were thinking it the whole book. But he showed up.
Chapter 15, another Miles chapter.
And the gun was really cool. The gun was super cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Safety in the handle.
Yeah.
The 2 extra rounds that you had to like pull down the lever at the back, spin it, and roll it up in 2 extra rounds.
I didn't get the pewter, the one that kills pewters, how it could fit in the rounds.
The hollow point?
Is that the one that kills pewters? I thought they said it was an extra large round or something.
Well, it's probably like extra long or something.
That's what I was thinking. It must be extra long, but I thought it would be extra thick.
Or maybe the barrel's just. Yeah, well, hollow points are a real thing, but I don't. Yeah, extra large rounds going through the same barrel doesn't make any sense at all.
Yeah. That one shot was so ridiculous. The wax stakes.
Oh, the bounce.
Yeah.
The ricochet. Yeah.
That was the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen, bro. That was the jankest part of the book, bro. What the hell was that?
Yeah.
What? Yeah, I wonder if it's like a metallurgy power or something. I don't know. From his ear.
Hemalurgy, low key.
Yeah. Metallurgy, sorry, yeah. But if it's his earring, that's really small and isn't part of
Yeah, maybe it's his edge just talking to him the whole time. Yeah, listen to him. Yeah, but I had to be stabbed through another person though to give his power. So, well, he said he got it from a woman on a train.
Yeah, and that woman on the train like gave it to him like out of like sought him out, kind of not sought him out, but like.
Well, we don't know what happened with her. Like,
she taught him about the religion.
Yeah. We know that.
Yeah. So it seemed like it could have very easily been like a
plant.
A plant.
Fucking assassinated someone in the bathroom with the earring, and then
or like sought him out. Sought him out is what I'm trying to say.
The longer you wait after you kill someone with the spike, the less power it has.
Mm.
So.
I thought it has nothing to do with size.
Ben had that.
Then why are the spikes so big?
Location.
Normally.
Location.
Why do they spend so much effort making them so big?
They wanted to be intimidating, inquisitors.
Didn't they like run out of freaking space on their body though? Like
only Marsh had like 30.
Yeah. Sorry? Yeah.
Looking up blogs, posts. Hemalurgy 101. Yeah. Hemalurgy for dummies.
I guess that would increase your odds of getting the right spot if you use a big spike too. If you were new.
Yeah, I saw. Yo.
Miles is in Wax's head. Wax is in Miles' head. Exactly. Miles chapter again. 15, right? Don't look at the character. Don't look at the character. Don't look at the characters. We got spoiled last time too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah. Don't look at chapter 18 and sees his head in the fucking characters. Can you imagine that? Yeah. Um, yeah. I like when he
Yeah.
like assumes the character so fully that he starts thinking as if he was the character.
Yeah.
Oh, some nice boys. I'll give them some candy.
Yeah.
Reminds me of my grandson.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everyone believes him.
Yeah. I want to see these jank disguises that he's wearing. I always feel like he must look so odd. I feel like his accent and like him being like hooded carries through. But if you look at his face, like he got a fake mustache on. They grabbed out of like.
Yeah, he drew a mustache on his face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wish it wasn't
It's like-
book 4 though, because like I feel like Mistborn's harder to pull off than this. No one's gonna
Oh, yeah,
skip Mistborn 1, 2, and 3 and go to 4.
Well, Mistborn book 1 should be pretty easy to pull off. Mistborn 2 and 3 get a lot crazier.
I guess they could just skip. They could skip them. Straight to this one. They're simple. I'm sure it'll happen here. Well, they no, because they paid multiple people in the crowd to just randomly shoot too,
Yeah.
which I thought was pretty sweet. And I had the Wayne part where he like runs out and then comes right back, runs away. That was so good. What the hell? He's like super mad at them. He's like, get back to your station. Like, what's going on here?
I don't know. Ice comes out and he's like, see that guy? That guy's a fucking idiot, man. He's like, dude, he just got his position completely by luck, by his parentage.
Yeah. That was so good. That was so well done.
So good. Miles is like, I know he's in the car.
Yeah.
I was a little on. 17.
Mm.
Like, they're, like, bringing, like, a crane on a canal that's able to lift this entire car. That's insane. But that's pretty advanced.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it was cool how Marassi like talked about how like it probably connected to the bottom
Has
of
counterweight going on.
has a counterweight on the one side and also probably connect to the bottom of the canal. Yeah, it's very like very advanced technology for like everything
They're
else.
like,
we see.
oh, electricity, that's crazy.
Yeah.
It's like this machine comes out.
Yeah.
They take the car back to the workshop. Big fight ensues for the next 2 chapters. Really, not a crazy, like, the fight scene was really long and crazy. Not bad, but definitely not my favorite part of these books. It's the fighting. It's always a little bit disorienting. I find flying around. Yeah, and there's multiple characters with doing crazy physics stuff at once in like a kind of nondescript place, like a warehouse.
But that part was really cool. That was a big play. They also lit off dynamite like twice, and then only like seemed they only killed like 4 people each time. Kept expecting like so many people to die from these huge explosions, and then they'd be like, "There's still 20 people left."
Still shooting.
Damn, slowing one down. Yeah.
Mr. Suit sends push and pull into the battle. Yeah. That was cool when he saves Steris and they fly into the air and he like blows up. He makes himself super heavy, and then blows the roof down and kills everyone.
Ah, no, because it was a different warehouse. I thought because they
Yeah,
they went through a tunnel to a different place. They escaped through that tunnel.
Yeah, where Steris was.
Yeah.
Crazy ricochet bullet shot, trick shot.
Absolutely nuts.
And then we have Marassi using the ability to slow down time in a bubble.
Yeah, that was good. I didn't see it coming. I should have seen that. Like they mentioned so many times that they had to get her close to him. But like halfway through that like scene, I saw it coming, obviously, but not like.
No, yeah.
I just saw it when like I think it was like when Wax was like telling Marassi like don't talk, like sorry, don't like interfere, basically, and she's like right there. So I expected. Yeah. Well, we knew that was gonna come to play when they mentioned it, and they're like,
Yeah,
and they kept mentioning we gotta get Marassi close. That's part of the plan B. That was good though.
Good.
And then and also I was waiting for the constables to get involved because he said I'm going to get them involved. Perfect.
I love they keep referencing her power in comparison to like an aluminum misting. It's like, yeah, it's pretty shit if you're an aluminum misting.
Yeah. Yeah, it's so bad.
Like you are one of the lucky few who genetically are missing. Your ability is that you can do nothing.
I'm trying to remember, how do they use that in the first trilogy?
The Inquisitors captured Din and they fed her.
That's the only time it was ever
That's
used?
the only time it was ever used.
Okay, it was never used as an advantage.
No. It might have been used like to make objects out of at some point, but I can't remember that.
It's so jank.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
The most accurate guns of all time.
Yeah. That was a cool moment, though. You just knew shit was going to go down when he had to put on his cloak and got his Sterlings. I was excited.
And the aftermath of the battle.
Okay, so what happened? Why was the constable acting weird towards Wax? Do you know why, Dylan? Why are you laughing? Oh no, Dylan! Dylan, this is the start of a new trilogy. Such a... Oh no!
Impossible.
Damn.
Wait. Let's see. Did this work? Oh my god, it did. Okay, OBS must have updated. Yeah, and what's it called? And unset all the mics for some reason.
No. Oh.
I didn't think to check.
Oh.
Yeah, we're good now though.
Get on the last chapter.
Yeah. Oh well, boys.
We're on the last chapter now, chapter 20.
Yeah.
Dylan said a lot of very incredible things.
Another bunch of incredible things said by me.
He predicted it all.
I predicted the whole thing from the first chapter of the book. Yeah.
He knew.
You missed it.
Rick's goal was his,
Y'all missed
was
it.
his best goal. Damn. Wow, then. All right. Well, Dylan, do you know? Because you know everything. Do you know why the constable is acting different towards Wax at the end?
Yeah, of course I do.
Said that 5 minutes ago, man. What are you saying?
Yeah. Do you not remember me saying that? Why? I'm not. I mean, I don't feel like I need to repeat it. You know. No, I have no fucking idea. Oh, I think it was just like he wasn't really acting super different. Like he felt like Wax felt like he was being like he had to do it to save face. Like he mentioned that. So it didn't seem off to me at all.
Yeah, it was just the one line that Wax was too exhausted at the moment to bother with this anomaly. So I don't know, just like Wax noticing it extra. Like he knows people, but
that was a weird line.
Yeah.
Oh, fair.
And he was baffled by his superior's calm reaction with events.
Yeah, I mean, that's probably a good thing that you pointed out because it's probably going to come back up later. But I didn't notice anything that was weird there. But I am not Wax, so I don't have full knowledge of everything in the world.
Shapeshifter confirmed.
Oh shit! What if it's a Chandra?
An eater.
Oh. Wouldn't be an eater. Different book series, Kieran.
Right. Right.
I just noticed you have a massive spider web that's like has like 8 different bugs in
that's
it.
my friend
Damn.
Herb.
It's like 8 different bugs caught in the
Yeah,
web.
I know. I've been watching Give the light bugs. He never comes out to eat them though. Never seen him.
You've never seen the bug?
No.
You've never seen spider?
No.
Dude, it's probably an abandoned web that's just there.
I just keep flying into
Yeah. It's like set up in the spider's dead.
Oh no.
Abandoned web.
Your pet spider that's been dead for the whole
Oh,
time.
that's sad. Anyways,
Gotta get by a
I
spider.
digress. We digress.
Yeah. Banger epilogue though.
Yeah, banger epilogue.
Banger
Yeah.
epilogue. They're just like, we just had a whole Mistobrn story. And for the last like 18 chapters, we haven't had too much Mistobrn Era 1 references. So, drop all the Mistobrn references that exist.
Okay, one more thing about chapter 20 though.
Oh
You
yeah.
guys surprised when Wax continued with the marriage, the contract?
No, I wasn't. I was a bit surprised, but he couldn't really have gone for Marassi because she was like into him for other reasons too. Like she was a fangirl.
Yeah.
And wasn't she like half his age?
Yeah, she's
That's
like
a bit weird.
Well, I don't think she's actually asked. She said that at one point, but it seems like she's like 25 and he's like 42. So
Yeah,
Little
yeah,
question.
it's a little questionable.
a little questionable, just a bit. But yeah,
I was a bit surprised, but like I was also
Yeah,
like,
I think it makes sense for Wax's character. Or at this moment, he's like not ready
Mhm.
for like another lessee at this moment. He's just like, I'm just gonna do the like business decision right now. It's like it's very non-emotional.
I thought that with he should have just been like, can I just have a week to like chill? Like,
That's a sensible decision.
That's what I thought he'd say.
Hey,
sensible decision.
Easily that would happen.
Like right after everything happened. So we're getting married tomorrow. We should be able to now. The society will accept us.
Yeah.
she's so business.
Yeah. She already had this plan. Well, she was captured. She's like,
Yeah.
had it all figured out.
She had it all going.
All right, epilogue.
We get to see Miles get killed, which I thought was cool.
Yeah, it was a bit savage.
Yeah. They came and shot him 3 times in the head just to make sure. I had to turn away at that point. And then she gets drawn to the character. And then she's like,
She gets soothed.
yeah.
By freaking Marsh.
It's
Iron
Marsh. He's alive.
No.
I mean, of course
After
it
feels bad, man, for the entire Hero of Ages book, we finally get Marsh being a good guy again.
is. Dude, I know, right?
Yeah.
Dude, I'm so excited to see Marsh as a good guy in the rest of the series.
He's actually Lord Ruler powers, though, which is crazy.
Yeah, he's like the last Mistborn.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he follows Sazed. He's Sazed's minion dude.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He's a direct connection with Zed. Because Zed is ruined.
Right, yeah. Sazed can just talk to him.
That's why I became a good guy.
Oh, true. Well, no. He was always kind of a good guy, but he was corrupted by ruin.
Yeah, but like he couldn't be a good guy. I could see this.
Yeah. Well, he couldn't be a bad guy now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Zed's religion is that you can't worship him. So
Yeah.
he allows Marsh to do his own thing.
True. He allows yeah, but he's also like trying to keep hands off. Like that's his. Yeah, which makes sense. You kind of have to be. Sazed is no Lord Ruler.
Yeah, it's cool. This is cool with all the religions. We talked about it earlier, but how integrated religion is into society. So, but it's also really casual. So it's like, oh, Sarah's like, oh, these people are alright, even though they worship Iron Eyes. Like, what the hell, bro? But,
Yeah. That's probably in the words of founding, like you have to be accepted of all religions.
So what is the book that Iron Eyes Marsh gives to Maris?
Oh, I had no idea.
Is it like the book on the religions? Something?
well,
We'll
I don't
see.
think she'd be like, give this to Wax.
Yeah, I don't know why that would be helpful, but
Yeah. See?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Wax learns that the Mr. Suit was his uncle the whole time.
Yeah. That's one of the weird. This is one of the weirdest parts ever. It's like,
Did you guys see that coming?
no.
no, I should have though.
I feel like
their deaths was they're really weird.
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. I didn't, but I feel like I really should have, you know? Yeah.
Yeah, they just died super like and then they were left with no money and like
It's kind of a
and the sister thing where he's like, oh, she died, I feel so sad, but I don't feel sad as I should, and like that whole like weird he touches on that multiple times
Mm.
in a weird way that like it would have been really unsatisfying, I think. It would have been like very pointless if the sister didn't come back.
That's true. It's true.
I think the thing about books that are like pretty predictable, like this one, is that the things that aren't predictable are really not predictable. Like Tion blowing up. It's like,
You know,
so
yeah. It's weird. This one seemed almost like it was like kind of a classic trope, kind of like the evil dude's your father.
yeah.
Yeah.
But it also seemed like unique, kind of. I don't know why, but
Yeah, I thought it was a fun twist on a lot of classic tropes.
yeah.
So such a weird conversation. Like he's like, I wish I didn't have to kill you, but I wanted to kill you, but I won't kill you now.
Yeah, it was really
Yeah.
weird. It was
Yeah.
hopefully there's some better hopefully we
Hopefully
get some more
I like the moment like I'm gonna kill you right now, and then he's like, ah, and like everyone turns like in the carts at all like
It's
normal people.
Like, bro, you with Kane.
yeah, hopefully there's some motivations there that get expounded upon, that we get some info, because I feel like it's gonna be something like relatively like high level Cosmere related, just because like Sazed
I'm
was
a
helping
type
out.
2 being, bro.
Yeah, that one conversation.
Sorry, what did you say, Kieran? I missed that.
I'm a type 2 investing being.
Oh, yeah. That's
Yeah.
so good. Yeah.
The conversation was crazy.
Yeah, just because I feel like it's gonna come back that like Sazed chose to interfere here, and so I feel like it's got to be some significant enough for him to interfere that this is like a problem.
Interesting.
Then Iron Eyes like, and Marsh does say like that they want him to continue down this path, but it is very dangerous.
Yeah,
Your friend has uncovered something very dangerous. Just wish him to be informed.
very cool, very cool.
There we
That's
go.
it. Ours are come. Bunch of crazy shit in there. With all like there's 32 other fucking metals. With the alloys, with the god metals, and it's like the god metals are there are god metals, like atium and lerasium are things apparently.
You know, the other one is at
Mhm.
all. You don't even know what Loresium is.
Yeah, we've never seen that one before. Bestows all allomantic abilities and steals all abilities. Is the Hemallurgy version. But the only unknown thing in the whole list of metals is Lerasium's ferrochemy. No, that's gonna come into play at some point, and it's gonna be important.
Lerasium's
The
Larazium's Feruchemy ability is unknown.
Why did I not see that?
It's the very last one on the right. It's one of the god medals.
Oh, and the god medals. Does my Nest not have it?
It's the Harmony medal.
Your Ars Arcanum's jank, dude. What is this? Why is it so bad?
Is there another chart? Or...
It should be before the description. All of them.
Here's the god medal, boys. Can you read that?
Yeah, I have it here. It's like that for me. See your own future. Gold. See your own past. Electrum, see your own future.
Mm-hmm. Destroy dude. Chromium's OP. You see that one?
Destroy target elemental reserves.
Yeah. And dude, Necrosill's like a fucking support one.
I like how Chromium's hemalurgy description is like might steal destiny, like not confirmed.
Yeah, might steal destiny. Yeah, stores fortune, dude. So you're just really unlucky, and then you could be really lucky. You could just be like, okay, I'm gonna sit in bed, and I'm gonna be really fucking unlucky while I sit in bed.
Their house collapses.
He dies. That's it.
So funny. Yeah, dude, I can't wait to see someone that does Chromium. Just because, like, that will be such a funny, like,
Because they make a short story where someone literally just like tries to start something too fast and then.
Yeah.
Awesome. What was your guys' favorite parts?
Oh, dude, what is my favorite part? My favorite part was when Marsh showed up and it was like, oh, I'm Iron Eyes. No. Dude, I feel like it's bad to say like it was some of the banter between Wax and Wayne, but maybe it was. Because I feel like that's
Yeah.
like, 'cause I remember my mom, her comment to me about these books was that like the characters were just too wacky and zany.
They're pretty odd.
Yeah. It's like I feel like that, yeah. If you were gonna
Go ahead.
not like these books, it's because the characters are a bit over the top.
Mm-hmm. I think I like Wayne's either his description of like the accents multiple times throughout the books, as to, like how important they are, or like his transformation, his two transformations, one in the prison, or the one like in the crowd where he turns into an old lady and then he comes right back. And I think that moment was probably just a really cool moment when he runs away as the old lady basically, and then like immediately turns around like, oh, she jumped into me, what the hell? Like,
Yeah. Those are definitely like up there for me as well. Those ones are really good.
I think maybe the wedding dinner before the bandits show up. The table conversation.
Yeah, it was so good.
Yeah, every character gets a chance to shine there.
And the uncle is good too in that.
Yeah, every character that has a speaking part there is really good. And it's like one of the earliest parts too, so it does a really good job of introducing each character. And then my low, maybe TL blowing up. You know, not that bad. It was just so
for me, low's definitely got to be the intro scene where he's just parkouring. Like that bit was just really boring for me.
I think mine would be the bullet ricochet, probably. So jank to me. I was like, what the? It's just too ridiculous, you know?
Yeah.
That was a little, took me out of the moment.
That was pretty
like
ridiculous.
like before that, everything was like realistic within the bounds of the universe. But that was just way too superhuman. Like, didn't even like.
Yeah, it didn't even like talk about it afterwards.
Yeah, it wasn't like his powers don't allow him to like slow down things enough to be able to see the bullet to like make that. I don't know, you know.
I mean,
was just
he
like
did shoot it out of what's it called? Out
Time
of
bubble.
time stop or time slow.
yeah. Forgot about that part. And then he sped it up.
So he knew where to aim.
Yeah.
He knew exactly where that first bullet
But
was
yeah,
going to
there's
go.
no way that you can make that shot. Like,
And then he
Yeah.
pushed it off, and it ricocheted off the other bullet,
Yeah, there's no way.
and then
There's no
came back with enough force to kill the pewter arm.
Yeah,
And
hit
the
him
head.
But
Yeah, it was a bit nuts.
okay, I gotta further elaborate on my Tiom thing though.
Yeah.
The reason I think it's bad is because I freaking know that he's never gonna talk about it again. Why they had this guy who served this man for 30 years. It's like, hey man, I need you to commit suicide and blow yourself up and kill my nephew. It's like, okay, you got it, boss, and he just does it, and it's never gonna be discussed. It's never gonna be explained.
Was that plan?
Well, I think it was a
B or-
backup plan.
Yeah, wasn't that plan C though? The first was to poison them. Then the plan B was to shoot them, and then plan C was to blow them up. I thought, wasn't it?
I guess so.
Yeah. I don't think. I think
The
you're
poison
right.
I was getting, he sips it, and
Yeah.
he's like,
Teeth
"Oh, poison! Dang it!"
Huh, teeth poison.
Yeah.
I don't think you're right about him not coming up again. I think
He will.
Tiom will come back up at some point.
I hope so. I'll be happy if he does. But
I'm sad that he's gone.
There's going to be some comment from Mr. Suit in a Mr. Suit paragraph or chapter. That's my prediction. That's my prediction. Prediction hat.
yeah.
Whoa, hot take.
All right, everyone, make a crazy prediction right now about the next book.
Well, I'm not gonna say that Wayne's gonna die or.
Spook's still alive is my crazy prediction. Spook's gonna come back up at some point.
Wasn't he Mistobrn at the end of the last Hero of Ages?
Was he?
Didn't Sazed make him Mistobrn? Where he did.
I don't think he did. I can't remember.
You did give him some sort of.
Spook
really
wasn't
large power.
immortal though. Actually, I don't think Spook will come back. I lied. There's gonna be like Spook's grandparent or something, or grandchildren, great grandchildren.
I do remember him waking up with a lot of power. I don't know if he was in this.
What's my other big prediction? Dude, Marsh is gonna get mind controlled by somebody else by the end of the series.
Oh no! Oh, Marsh.
Dude, here's my crazy fucking prediction.
Okay.
The whole thing with the Mr. Suits thing is to create an element. Wasn't there one of those that was mind control or something? There was, wasn't there? One of these fucking metals was mind control. I'm sure.
Well, soothing and rioting
No,
are
it was
kind of.
something like. Oh, Steel's connection and identity. Okay, maybe I was wrong. Steel's spiritual feruchemy. Or Steel's emotional fortitude, man. Yeah, Steel's connection and identity, dude. Yeah, Steel his connection to fucking. That's my prediction. They're gonna use Duralumin to steal Marsh's identity and connection to Harmony.
God.
Dude,
Dang.
Marsh is cursed. He's always gonna be mind controlled. That's my
Makes
prediction.
My prediction is that Stairs is going to die. Like halfway through the book.
Second book or like?
Like halfway through book 2.
Oh, okay, wow. No. I
He's
think
gonna be forced to
not.
say shit again.
Because at the end of the prologue or his preamble thing, he's like, what does he say? I invite you to experience again how the stories of Wax, Wayne, Steris, and Marassi first began.
Oh, you got me with that frickin' the preamble.
The preamble.
Prediction right there.
Yeah.
Well, at least Steris will become a main character. That's cool.
Yeah.
Exciting.
I think those four are going to be the main characters, I think.
I hope the uncle comes back. That's my prediction. The uncle's gonna come back and be a good quality side character.
All right, big prediction.
Big
right
digs.
Good
Big.
quality side character, not the villain.
Spook was a Mistobrn, by the way.
Wait, he was?
He was.
Oh shit! Wait, maybe Spook is actual. Dude, what if all
You
of
do.
my predictions are all right?
You did well. Know that the message you sent via Captain Gorville saved us all in the end. The people will need leadership in years to come. I have made you a Mistborn and healed the damage you did to your body by flaring tin so much.
There you go. So he's probably gonna pop up again.
True. He might. Well, Mistborn aren't immortal.
Kurokami, though. He just has Mistborn powers. So he can't do the Lord Ruler shit.
Marsh does though.
Yeah.
He's Frugamus. What's
Well,
metallurgy?
he's
Mhm.
stolen like I don't know, he has like 30 different powers.
Yeah, he's got like everything, bro. Well, he's got all
All right,
the allergic powers. Yeah.
Okay. Good. Next
Awesome.
book. I don't even know what the next book's called.
Shadows of Self.
Shadows of Self.
So
That's about Marshall and Neo. Calling it
yeah.
now.
Dude, it's gonna be related to uses of gold, or the seas future seas past.
ATM. Electrum.
All right, next book for next week.
All right,
Let's do it.
All right.
that has
That says
wait.
next
We're not doing the whole next book for next week, guys. It's like
That's what we
double.
did.
It's double the size of this one.
No, it's the same. It's shorter.
No, it's not. There's no way.
Shorter.
I have the book. It's bigger than this one.
I have it right here. 300 pages. On my Kindle. I don't know. What are you looking at?
You sure?
I'm pretty certain.
I'll have to check, but I'm almost certain it was that. Wait, it was like at least a third thickness bigger than this.
See.
All right. We'll get back to you later on.
Get back.
Yeah. This has been Books on Tap.
Peace.
We out of here.